நாரதர் உரைத்த கதையை நன்குணர்ந்தார் யோகத்தில். இறை அருளாலரங்கனுள்ளம் நிறைவடைய மாமுனியும் மறை மிகுந்த இலக்கியத்தை பறைசாற்றி உணர்த்தினாரே. ததுபகத சமாச சந்தியோகம் சமமதுரோபனதார்த்த வாக்கியபத்தம் ரகுவரச்சரிதம் முனிப்ரணீதம் தசசிரசச்ச வதம் நிஷாமயத்வம் தசசிரசச்ச வதம் நிஷாமயத்வம். After Brahmadeva gives the blessings to Valmiki Maharishi to see the entire Ramacharitra, not just with the physical eyes, but with the deeper insight level eyes, in which you can also understand the bhavas, the emotions, the feelings, and the in-depth intention behind every thought and feelings can be deciphered by Valmiki. So Brahmadeva has given him the layered levels of experiences, and Valmiki is the one who deserves it. Great men can give anugraha, but the receiver should be the patram for getting that anubhava. Otherwise, if you take an electric wire, if the wire has the enough capability, you can pass higher current through it. Current can be passed, but if the wire does not have that much of capability of passing that much high current, the wire will be gone, right? The coil inside the wire will be gone. Sometimes when high voltage comes. So like that, anugraham can be found. Even anugraham can be found, but ourself should be the supatram for that anubhavam. And since Valmiki Maharishi himself had that qualification to decipher Ramayana, so Ramayana is not just Brahmadeva's anugraha alone, it's Valmiki's tapasya through which he is able to get that anugraha, to get that blessings. So with that blessings, he is also helping us to decipher all the things that he had seen in Ramayana. He is starting. Kosalo nama muditaha spito janapado mahan nivishtaha sarayutire prabhuta danadanyavan Ayodhya nama nagari tatrasit loka vishruta manuna manavendrena yapuri nirmita swayam kosalo nama muditaha. There was a beautiful kingdom called Kosala kingdom. Kosalo nama muditaha spito. It was so fertile. Janapado mahan. Fertile in all kinds of resources. There were natural resources, and there were also people as resources. And there were leaders, beautiful leaders as resources. And there was the leader of leaders as the greatest resource for that nation, for that kingdom, Kosala kingdom. There is a very beautiful Tamil saying by Avvayar, Varapuyara neer uyarum, neer uyara nel uyarum, nel uyara kudi uyarum, kudi uyara kol uyarum, kol uyara kon uyarvan. Varapuyara refers that field, the paddy fields. The more and more paddy fields are not converted into apartments. As long as they are just left as it is, if their fertility is not spoiled, Varapuyara neer uyaram, then the water which comes from the rains will get collected accordingly and can be utilized for the irrigation purposes and also for the agricultural purposes. The water should have a place, right, to stay. If all the neer nilegal, if all the ponds and lakes had been converted into apartments, then when the rain comes, the water comes inside the apartments. So there should be varap. There should be the places to hold the water. And so the varap uyara, when it becomes more, the neer uyaram, the resources from the devatas, from the natural sources will be obtained. And once that resources has been kept well, nel uyaram. And then the rice, the grains can be irrigated. With the irrigation, with the agriculture, we can get the dhanya, nel uyaram. And when the nel uyara, kudi uyaram. Right? The more grains and the more food, they can have good food and they can also export to others and can get dhanyam. For dhanyam, they can get dhanam. They can get the money as a resource back for it. So, the standard of living of the people will enhance by it. So, that standard of living, once it is enhanced, kol uyaram. Kol is the sceptre. The sceptre will be kept properly. There won't be much theft because the people are they are all rich, they are all satisfied, all the resources are there, people are living happily ever after. It's like a fairy tale ending. People will be happily living. So there is no need for the coal, for the sceptre to intermediate and then punish the people or having lot of violences. So the archie, the politics will be going on properly. So Kol uyaram and kol uyara kon uyarvan. That is how a king has to be kept in the higher state. These things keep the king in the higher state. So it is the essential duty of the king to maintain all the resources, not to convert the resources into some utility for just for man, for the men, for the human beings. Every resources should be given their own space. So here they say, Sarayu Nama, the Sarayu, Kosalo Nama Muditakas, Pito Janapado Mahana, Nivishta Sarayu Tire. It is on the banks of the river Sarayu. If the kingdom has to be on the banks of the river Sarayu, then there should be a Sarayu. Otherwise, the kingdom will be on the Sarayu. Once there was Sarayu, and now a kingdom is on the Sarayu. Not like that. The river is not closed. So the river is there, and the city is close to the river. Nivishtaha Sarayu Tire. So the river and the water resources should be maintained. Nivishtaha Sarayu Tire. Prabhuta Danadanyavan. When the water resources are maintained, as I told, everybody will be living happily. So there, this Kosala kingdom is living happily by maintaining the natural resources well. The king is taking care of the city very well. Ayata dashata dvecha yojana mahapuri. That city is 12 yojanas in length. Shrimati Trini Vistirna. In 30 yojanas, it is in the breadth with beautiful Mahapatas. There are Janapadas, Mahapatas. It has well-built roads, well-layered buildings, highly beautifully organized structures of the buildings everywhere. Raja Margena Makata Suvibhaktena Shobita Mukta Pushpa Vakirnena Jalasiktena Nityashaha. Raja Margena Magata. There were highways. If there are highways, you should have normal roads to connect to the highways. And the highways will be connecting the intercities. Right? So that the bigger roads are meant means the smaller roads, the access roads also should be there. So that shows there was a beautiful road structure. Suvi Bhaktena Shobita. It's all well planned, well organized. And Mukta Pushpa Vakirnena. And the roads are being spread with flowers. Is it a people set of employees every day take lot of flowers and then spread on the road? That is not a permanent solution, right? So what does he mean? And the roads are sprinkled with water and it's filled with flowers. What does it mean? Mukta Pushpa Vakirnena. Mukta Pushpa. The flowers fallen or spread through the roads. Fallen from where? Where will you get the flowers from? Yes, trees. If there are trees, there will be flowers. So that shows the roads are well beautifully outlined with the trees. So there are trees and which give proper ventilation, proper air and stuffs also along with it. So that is how the roads are planned with aesthetic sense and also with an organized structure. Tam tu raja dasharatha maharashtra vivardhanaha purim avasayamasa divam devapatir yata. How the Indra himself is rolling over the heavens, here Dasharatha is ruling over this Ayodhya with all its beautifully well laid structures, houses, palaces, inner roads and overall network of roads. And always there are Gita, Vaditya, Nritya, there will be dances, there will be lot of celebration. That city is always with lot of hustle and bustle. Lot of things are going on through which those kind of artists are also enhanced, and the people had time for arts. It's not that the people are always running and running and running. Only when some big mahotsavam comes, they will have art. Not like that. The art is a part and parcel of their life. The aesthetic sense is part and part of the life. Echa banairna vidyanti viviktam apara param shabda vedyam cha vitatam lagu hastaha visharadaha. Not just aesthetical sense, they have a very good defense. They had very good army also. And the men in the army were trained with Shabdavedyam Chavitatam. Many of them knew Shabdavedi. Highly skilled. We know Dasharatha knew Shabdavedi. Shabdavedi Prayogam is what? If he has to put the arrow on a target, if he has to release the arrow on a target, and if he can't see the target, but there are some sound is being produced by the target. See, some animal is moving some 100 meters away from here. I couldn't see it, but if I can hear that animal sound, and if I charge an arrow, release an arrow just by hearing the sound, and if this arrow goes and reaches the target, that is called Shabdavedi, understanding things from the sounds. How much acumen should be there, how much observation should be there, how much calculation should be there. These kind of boons are always have the other side also. That is different. But when you are fighting with an enemy, if you are fighting in the front side and if somebody else is moving at the back, you should be very much aware of that, and you should be able to target the enemy even before seeing the enemy. So that much of highly skilled archers were there in Ayodhya. Tasyam Puryam Ayodhyayam Vedavit Sarva Sangraha Dirgadarshi Mahatejaha Paurajana Padapriyaha. So thus this Ayodhya is well built, well organized, well structured with all kind of activities. As I said, there are aesthetic sense activities, there are archers, and there are people, artists are there, and there are also the people of all classes. Vediyar Vendar Vanigar Velalar Varumayatru Vazhum Ayodhinagar Vedamum Velviyum Veeramum Iramum Vinayamum Niraindadam Ayodhinagar. That just because the people are very much skilled, it doesn't mean the people in that skill and in that city are arrogant. Vinayamum niraindada Ayodhinagar Vinayum Vengalathalamum Vensangum Vinattor Murangum Ayodhinagar Vinnai Vinjum Oli Mikka Murasu Konda Veerargal Vazhum Ayodhinagar நான்மறை நாற்சந்தும் நால்வகை படைகளும் நான்கு தொழில் மிக்க அயோத்திநகர் நான்கியல் நால்வகை நீதிகள் மிக்கதாய் நல்லரங்க மாமவ் அயோத்திநகர். People of all kind of occupation will have their own place in Ayodhya. That is Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Chaturtha, all kind of people. Whoever wants whatever occupation they are interested in, they can pursue it. It's purely based on their interest, not because the government is focusing on something or the entire city is going in this direction, so everybody has to go in this direction and they have to forget everything. The people slowly lose interest in making food, or they don't have any interest or idea in arts. All the time they have been running and running and running for one particular subject, for one particular art form or one particular occupation. It is not there in Kosala kingdom. That we'll be seeing later in Ramayana, when Arajaka Varnanam is explained. If the city is there without a proper kingship, what will happen? There all the other occupations will be abolished. And the people, that king will probably be recognizing only one or two occupations. One or two will be guiding over the country. So it will be leading over in the country. There will be differences in the earning and standard of living. To approach that higher standard of living, all the people will be giving up their own work, their own life. They will migrate from their own sthanam, and they will be going to try to go and occupy that occupation which earns more money or which gives a higher standard of living. If there is a proper government, the government should make sure that all the occupations are unanimously recognized. All the occupations should be properly recognized and awarded, and every man of each and every occupation should be encouraged for what they are. In Ayodhya, all such things are happening properly because the king who is ruling there is Vedavit Sarva Sangraha. He is the Vidwan of Veda, and Veda stands for people of all classes. Veda, as we all know, Veda is that which has no prejudice, which is not favoring one or the other. So as long as you are a strong scholar, strong adept follower of Veda, you should know that everybody should be equally respected. Everybody should be given equal chances and opportunity. Everybody should be Sarva Sangraha, should be united together and has to be developed. Abhi Udayam is for everyone. So on this king knows all such kind of Vedic values, hence he is ruling the country with that notions, with that values, not notions, with that values of the Vedas. Vedavit Sarva Sangrakaha. Hence he is called as Maharshi Kalpaha Rajarshihi Trushulokeshu Vishrutaha. Hence all the three worlds are praising him as Maharshi Kalpaha, the one who is equivalent to great sages. The great sages, what do? They work for the society without expecting anything, and ready to correct themselves and ready to follow the paths of the great men. So that is what King Dasharatha is also doing. Ayodhyayalum அரசந்த சரதன் ஆணவமற்றவன் ஆண்மை மிக்கோன் ஆதவன் கூலத்தின் ஆதவனவரே ஆற்றலும் அடக்கமும் கொண்டவரே தானமும் மானமும் ஞானமும் கொண்டவர் தர்மம் தவரா தன்மயவர் யுக்தியும் பக்தியும் சக்தியும் வேற்றியும் முறையே அவரது தன்மைகளாம் பலவான் நிகதா மித்ரகா மித்ரவான் விஜிதேந்திரியகா தனைஷ சங்கிரகைஷான்யைஹி சக்ரவைஸ்ரவனோபமகா. Shakra and Vaishravana, these are the two people who has high resources. Shakra is Indra. What kind of resources he has? Vijitendriyaha. He had won over the Indriyas. Indra Shakti is referred in Veda as the power to keep all the senses under the control. As long as the senses doesn't go out and spend a lot or expect more from the things outside, it's no everything will be in the proper order. Hence, there is no need for need at all. So that is the chakra's capability. Indra's capability is to keep the senses under watch. And Vaishravana Upamaha is the wealth, the god of wealth, the god of resources. This king is both Vijitendriyaha, the one Jitendriyaha, and also he also collects, he gathers, he earns enough money, enough resources for his people. Personally, he is a Jitendriya. For the sake of the society, he earns through various sources and he keeps the well-being of the people in a great manner. So, Shakra Vaishravana Upamaha. We can see the king in that way. Yata manuhu mahatejaha lokasya parirakshita tata dasharato raja vasan jagata palayat. How Manu has been ruling over the kingdom. Here Dasharatha is also ruling like his ancestor. Shishtehi Aparimesha. He is following the path of his elderly predecessors who had been in a very cultured way, in a very sense-controlled way. They were all ruling like that. He is also ruling Trivargam Anutishtata. So all the three Vargas, all the three major divisions, Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya. Vishya refers common people. So all the other people, everybody is following the king. And so how they were? Na alpasannichayaka kashyate asit asmin pure. In that puri, there was nobody who earns less. They earns more. Everybody earns a lot. Lot matlab however is needed for their very good well-being. They earn a lot, but at the same time they are not kamiva kadaryava. They are not miserly. They are not desirous. How can we connect these two? People will be earning and if they want to keep it themselves. I have got a BMW. Next I should probably go for a bigger upgraded version of the next car. I've got a beautiful house in the Marathahalli, whichever is huge place in Bangalore, some huge Whitefield. I've got a 5-bedroom apartments in Whitefield. That is a status. Now I have to get a even bigger villa in somewhere else, Electronic City, in the main city, main center. I have to get more. If it goes on and on and on because of desire, even though you earn, there is no use of that for others and also for you. So the desire has to be under the control. So these people are not kami. Kami means desire fulfilled. Desire, yearning for desire. Who are not earning for desires, yearning with desires? People of Ayodhya. They earn a lot and they don't have much of desires, so much of greed and desires, and they are not miserly. Miserly people do what? They don't give anything. They don't like to give anything for anyone. Those people are called misers. But people of Ayodhya are not misers. So it's not that they want to have everything for themselves, and it's not that they won't give for others. So what does it mean? Connect these two. So they earn a lot and then they give a lot. So that is how they mutually enhance the society. Drashtum shakyam ayodhyayam na avidvana na chanastikaha. How can they be like that? Because they are all well educated with Vedic education. Vidwan means they are very much learned in proper shastras of Sanatana Dharma. So, and they have respect towards astikya. There is no nastika. Sarve narashanaryascha dharmashilaha susanyataha. They all follow the path of dharma. Their values are based on dharma. Susamyataha. They are all well balanced, controlled. They have kept their senses and everything under the niyantran. Sheela vridapyam maharshayaha iva amalaha. Each one of them were like saints, like sages. They see their kingdom and they see so many beautiful rulers of them, and deputy king and even underneath him there are ministers. Everyone is like that. Seeing them, the people are also getting inspired. So in a beautiful organization, state or nation is a big organization in which from the top level to the elementary level, if everybody is in an organized way, then entire nation, entire unit is a properly structured unit, and that is how Ayodhya and Kosala was. We have talked about the resources, we have talked about the king, we have talked about the people, and another person who is a connective bridge between the king and the people, and they are called ministers. So here Ramayana is talking about ministers. Tasyamatya gunaihi asan ikshvakostu mahatmanaha mantrajnaha cha ingitajnascha nityam priyahite rataha. They are all mantrajnaha. Mantrajnaha means they are good counselors. That is one meaning. That another meaning, they are all mantrajnaha. That is Veda mantrajnaha. They know the Vedic life. So they all have proper culture, they have proper training, good education, and they always do which is Priya and Hita for the people. They are all good well-wishers of the people. Even if their own sons do make mistakes, they will punish the sons. If somebody who is not a well-wisher of them, they won't go and put the blames on them, convict them. If they haven't done any mistakes, if somebody haven't done any mistake, and even if he is not his well-wisher, they wouldn't go penalize them. So those mantris are in justice. They are neutral people, and they are very well known in the outside world because of their parakrama, because of their buddhi chaturya. They have a beautiful plans, strategies, and they help the king in every way. Drishtir jayanto siddharthaha hi artha sadhakaha ashoko mantrapalascha sumantrascha ashtamo bhavat. Drishti jayanta vijaya siddhartha artha sadhaka mantrapala ashokan sumantran. Like that, there are 8 mantris, 8 ministers. All these mantris are kirti mantaha. They are all glorious. They are prized everywhere around not only inside the Kosala kingdom, also outside the Kosala kingdom. Smita purvabi bhashinaha. If it's a minister, they will have so much of pressures, so many activities. And, having a leader like Dasharatha, who keeps on doing some or the other abhyudaya karya for his kingdom, for his people, he will always keep his employees on their toes. If an employer keeps the employees on the toes, and the employee has to still live with Smita Purva Vibhashi, means what kind of inner balance these people are having. Of course, they are going and working for the sake of the society. Even if you work for the society, if you have too much of work, we will be stressed. There will be heaviness in it. But along with that work, if we have our own Nitya Karma Anushtanas, that will keep us peaceful. And having known that these mantris are always Susmita Bhashinaha, they are always Smita Purvabi Bhashinaha, means these people have their own anushtanas, own niyamas. Krodhat kamartha hetorva nabruyuhu andritam vachaha. For the sake of their desire, because of something they had said and it doesn't happen, because of the anger and all, they don't speak any lie. Most of the time where we lie, we want something, and we know if I go by the Siddha Sada way, I won't get it. Okay, put a lie, tell a lie, finish up the work and get it done. So that we do generally. Or when we get anger, we want to justify I am right. At that time, we tend to lie. The lie comes without even we knowing sometimes, because we ourselves will believe our lie. This is how it happened. I am right. Keeping this point, I am right in the base as a base point, we tend to change, modify things accordingly. So we have to be highly alertful. And people like ministers who are all in a higher position, if they start lying, the entire system will get corrupt. So they have to be very much self-disciplined and should also be alertful. Kriyamanam kritam vapi charenapi chikishitam kushalaha vyavakareshu saugrudeshu parikshitaha. Kriyamanam kritam vapi. Whatever has to be done, whatever has been done, everything they have to think through perfectly, and then they have to keep doing work. Doing work itself is happiness. How many people in the world has got proper work? They run here and there, do something to please somebody, and then that somebody, if he turns out to be a non-virtuous person, what will happen in their life? All the life of running and running for a unrighteous person turns out to be a toil on ourselves. It is again becoming a sin for us also in some sense. Instead, if we have been kept in a good work, if we have got a proper work, a good work filled with seva, we have to do it with happiness. Because jatu tishtati akarma kriti. Nobody can remain without doing any work. The inner energy which gets up from our own self every day will make us to do something or other. So, as long as we have got a work, and as long as we have got values and virtues and helping others, morality as a part and parcel of the work, we have to enjoy it. And those who does not have such a kind of work in a full sense, they can try to add such kind of values in their life more and more and make their life purposeful. So nobody can be like Jatabharata. Only Jatabharata can be like Jatabharata. Because Jatabharata did not want to give up the work. The work has given him up. So that is a kind of state we can never even think of. So the state we can think of is working. So let us work for others. Let us work as a karma yogi. And these mantras had two P's. One is their PEACE, peace, depend upon two P's. One is purity and another one is passion. Shuchayaha. They were all pure and their heart is pure, and they were also working with passion. So every activity we do, we have to do with passion. It's definitely not needed to be only for us. I will only do this work if it is for me. Without having that kind of thought, especially if it is for others, if we start doing with passion. But once we start doing with passion, unknowingly some identification will get built up in us. We start doing for goodness only. Slowly, we feel that I am doing it and I have to be recognized. My words has to be accepted. How can this can be done without consulting me? They have insulted me. So such kind of identification rises, right? There we should have the purity. These kind of identification or impurities. So purity is one P, the word with P, and another P is passion. So I am always pure. I don't worry about the ego stuffs. If I do work, identification will rise. Why should I go and work? Like that we cannot remain. For that I have already told. Nobody can remain without doing anything. Energy in us will make us to work. So we have to work. When we work, if we only start working only for us, that is an impurity. No, not only for us. We have to work for others. Even if you work for others with the passion, slowly that passion, is it because you want to work for others you got the passion? You are maintaining the passion, or because you are working you are having the passion? So we have to understand it. So that I am working, that kind of feeling, if it is there, that has to be removed. So that is when the purity gets established. And these ministers of Dasharatha, they had this passion and so the purity. So they were karma yogis. Karma yogis are the ones who work with passion and purity, so they can go a longer way with that kind of passion and purity. With these kind of beautiful ministers who are giving a proper counseling to the king, who are knowing about everything in the kingdom through their spice, and who adds a spice in the lives of the people, and who takes care of the people in a very well cultured manner without any favoritism, the city is built, the kingdom is built, the organizational structure of Kosala kingdom is well built like that. And this cannot be achieved in one night, achieved at one night or one day. This has to be slowly built up. For that, every person should feel responsible for it. If I become better, the society can have one person as a better person. So instead of me asking, can that person be better? Why that person is not better? Why can't I make myself more and more and more and more better? That is why we are coming to the Gurukulam. In Gurukulam, everybody is striving to become more and more and more better. From the youngest to the eldest, everybody has their own way of culturing themselves. Seeing Rama, they also want to architect themselves. So being with such a kind of like-minded people, we will try to fix our mistakes with the help of Shastra Jnana, with the help of the Shishtas, that is our seniors, our elders. Ramayana talks about three kind of elders. Shila Vriddhaihi, Vayo Vriddhaihi, Jnana Vriddhaisha Sajjanaihi. The ones who are disciplined with some kind of anushtanas, with some kind of virtues and values. They are leading some life. We are seeing them again and again and again. So we will feel, let me be like them. So we are getting an example and inspiration. Shila Vriddhaihi, Vayo Vriddhaihi. And there are elderly people. Though they are elderly in age, they are very, very humble. Vinaya. With Vinayadishya, they are working, they are learning, and they are still learning. They are remaining humble. See, and they have huge experiences which they will sometimes impart on us. So, such a kind of environment is a bliss, is a biggest plus. And Jnana Vriddhaisa Sajjanaihi, and those who have Shastra knowledge, and Shastra, Anubhava, and also Sheela. All these kind of maturity. So seeing such kind of matured people, we get cultured. Gurukula is like a nest. How inside a nest, there is a mother sparrow, which is nourishing its small young ones. Here the mother sparrow is Mother Sita. She is nourishing us with her wings called culture, with her katha called the cuckoo sounds. With that, she is nourishing us. Sita, Rama are nourishing us like parents. And we are inside their wings. We are learning. We are seeing other younger ones, how they are growing. And we also should get cultured. Slowly, if it's so much cultured, from Sita Lakshmi Gurukulam, we will get proper ministers and proper architects, proper scientists, proper artists. What do I mean by proper? Proper means with culture, with Dharmic Chintana, not just Dharmic Chintana, with an inspiration, motivation, and with a beautiful background and experience in Seva. Every day when we learn, we do Seva. Somehow we have to do Seva. We have to be part and parcel of the Seva. Then our own place is Ayodhya. Ayodhya is like that. The ministers are well organized and well cultured. The king is well cultured. The common men are well cultured. And we have got beautiful resources around. So we live in Ayodhya. We live in such a very Spitaha Janapado Mahan. We live in such a fertile people. And that is how Ayodhya was. Ayodhya is. So in such a state, the king has the next responsibility. What is the next responsibility? Now he is growing old and the king wants to appoint the second line. Second line, succession is very important. Even we becoming proper is very hard sometimes. We being, very, very proper with the culture, with the jnanam, with the anushtanams and everything, with the tapasya, even structuring ourselves, architecting ourselves is difficult. But so many great men helped us. Somehow we grew up, and then we should worry about our next generations. In Tamil we have a beautiful word. In Sanskritam also it is there, parampara, paramparai. Paran and Parai is the seventh grandmother and grandfather. They are called Paran and Parai. Tata Pati, Kollu Tata, Kollu Pati, Yellu Tata, Yellu Pati, like that we say, right? In that, the seventh layer, from us, the seventh layer is called Paran and Parai. So the seventh set of generations together constitute a hereditary, together constitute a heritage, or a parampara. After that, again, all the cells and everything will be completely changed, and different set of things might come. So the seventh set, for this entire seventh set, the first Tata Party, that is Paran and Parai, is responsible in handling down everything, in making plans for everything. So from you, for the next 6th generation, you have to plan. You have to live in such a way, not just for your children. not just for the grandchildren, not just for the great-grandchildren, not just for great-great-grandchildren. We have to plan in such a way our next 6th generation should flow in the path of Dharma. And that much, how can I plan? At least the next generation, next succession should come into this, and with your own inspiration, they should also inspire the next generations like that. So it is like once you ride the cycle and you take the leg and the wheel will be going on. So like that, the Dharma you are doing, the Dharma you are showing, Dharma you are showcasing, Dharma we are following, that should be like the cycle pedal for the next 6th generation. That much we have to plan. So the next generation getting this is very, very important work. Not bringing up our own children is enough. That itself is not done these days, generally in the outside. But we have to think for the next 6th generation, or at least next 1 generation. So the succession planning is very, very important in handling down the Dharma. Dharma should not stop with this. So King Dasharatha was concerned. He is thinking about his son's beautiful nature. Satunityam prashantatma mridupurvam prabhashate uchyamanopi parusham notaram pratipadyate. The king has 4 sons. He thinks all of them as sattva, chatvaraiva bhagavaha. How for Vishnu, all the 4 arms from him is equal or all equal. Like that for this king, all the 4 children are equal only. But still, teshamapi magatejaha Ramo ratikara prabhu. Because of his tall virtues, with his deep nature, Rama is lovable, not just to Dasharatha alone. He is not the apple of eye of Dasharatha and Kausalya alone. For all the people in the kingdom, they all looked up to Rama. Even when his brothers are away from the Kosala kingdom, they have been yearning to come back. Gacchata matulakulam bharatena tadanagaha shatrugnaha nitya shatrugnaha nitaha priti puraskritaha. Though they have been away for their maternal grandfather's house, Bharata and Lakshmana, they have been thinking all the time about their brother Rama. We want to be with him. We want to be with him. More we are with him, the more we learn. The more we are, more and more and more we are in Dharma. We can live in the Dharmic feathers, with the warmth, inside the warmth of the Dharmic feathers. I would love to be there. I would love to assist my brother. Tatrapi nivasantau tau tarpyamanau chakamataha bhratarau smaratam viro vriddham dasharatam dripam. Because inspired by Rama also, they want to assist their father. See how my brother is assisting. Seeing the elders, we would like to do more and more dharmic karma like that. So these Bharata and Shatrughna are in Tadapna, are also yearning. They are yearning to, eager to come back from maternal grandfather's house and assist Rama and Dasharatha. And Dasharatha and Rama is also looking forward for those 2 little ones of Ayodhya. When they are like this, when the people are having a beautiful life, Dasharatha is planning for the next succession. So he is weighing Rama's qualities. He feels Rama is always in peace. Satunityam prashantatma. Mridupurvam prabhashate. The way he conducts is also very nice. He speaks in a soft manner. How can one speak in soft manner? Probably we have to tell us every day, right? Gayatri, speak softly. Prachi, speak softly. Ashut, speak softly. Should we give auto suggestion? We can give auto suggestions, but at times when somebody does something which we don't like, instinct level and anger comes that even overpowers us. Even overpowers us means then what about the auto suggestions we have given for ourselves? So what should we do? Where should we work? Should we work on the mind level or we should work on the instinct level? It has to come from the instinct. When somebody is poking something, when somebody is interfering in Rama's works and saying harsh words, immediately we will get angry, right? When somebody says harsh words at us. Instinct level onwards, we want us to be right. We want us to be respected. Rama also has his own dignity and honor, but he's very, very strong, determined. At the same time, he's very, very peaceful, silent. Satunityam Prashantatma. In his instinct level, he has a deep balance, just like the center of the ocean, how it is so calm, at the same time so deep. So Rama is calm and deep, and in his depth, it is filled with prasannata. That is why even if somebody is saying any wrong words at him, he never gives back, he never reacts. He only responds whenever needed. That too, whenever needed, he responds. Satu nityam prashantatma mridupurvam prabhashate uchyamanopi parisham notaram pratipadyate. I am also like Ramaji. I don't respond to anybody. It's not like that. Either you respond or you don't respond. It's not like that. You have to respond in your subtler manner, in the way that other person will also be brought into peace. You have to remember everything. You have to guide persons. Rama, like leaders, they guide by the way they are living. Katanchite upakarena kritena ekena tushyati nasmarati apakaranam shatamapi atmavattaya. So he's ignoring others, right? He's ignoring everything. Is that so? No, he's not ignoring everything. He is only ignoring the bakwas. He does not have unnecessary gossips. He does not attend to gossips. He does not speak gossips, and he does not give importance to gossips. But he gives importance to certain other things. What are those certain other things? If somebody live a very proper life, if somebody has done some good things, Rama will remember it well. Katanchite upakarena. Upakaram vondrendralum marakave maata. Apakaram shatamendralum ullathil kolla maatar. So he doesn't forget even a small upakara, small helps when somebody had done it. He always remembers and to recognize back, to give back, and he gives long and deep. So காலத்தால் செய்த நன்றி ஞாலத்தினும் மானப்பரிது. Sometimes if somebody has done something for us, it could be small, but the time when it is needed, when it is done, depends upon it. That nandri is a very big thing. That what you have to give back is a very, very huge thing could be. So it's not measured in the amount of thing they have done. It's measured in the intention they had to do you, in the way they recognized you, the way they gave the warmth. At the time they gave warmth is very, very important. And Rama remembers all of this. So upakaram ondrendralum marakkave maata. He doesn't forget anything. Then I have to be very careful with this person, because he remembers everything. More than upakaram, we generally do apakaram a lot. I pinch my friend, I scold my friend, I am harsh to others, I always ignore things. I sometimes when he is calling, I will just move as if I haven't heard him. I will do all such beautiful naughty things, mischievous things. This is children level. In elders level also, we can probably fill our own dashes. So how we treat others, how we respond back to others. So we have so many luggages on our back. Does Rama remembers all of them also? Because he has good memory. What if he remembers all of it? Apakaram shatamandralum ullathil kolla maatar. Even if there are hundreds of mistakes done, he does not take it to his heart. There is a very beautiful secret here. He does not take it, he does not take it to his heart. He takes it. Wherever the other person has to be corrected, he will remember and he will correct it. If that other person himself has confessed, he himself felt, I have done something wrong, I shouldn't have done this. If he had got the guilty consciousness, and if he is changing, Rama is not a person who goes and pick that person. Peck that person. Hey, you did this mistake. You did this to me. You did this to me, like that. How can he remain like that? If somebody does some mistakes for us, if somebody hurt us, we will be deeply hurt, right? ஜன்மால மறக்கிறேன் பார், 7 ஜென்மம் ஆனாலும் நான் பழி வாங்கவே தீர்ந்துவேன். லைக் தட் இன்ஸ்டிங்க்ட் லெவலில், இம்ப்ரன்ஸ் லெவல், இன்ஸ்டிங்க்ட் லெவல்லாம் இல்லை, டு வாசனா லெவல் we will put that revenge, pratishodh and all. Then how can Rama forget? Even Rama says, even if Ravana comes, yadiva Ravana swayam, if Ravana comes confessing for his mistake, rectifying and realizing his mistakes, I am ready to take him. How can a person say that? After getting hurt so much so, 10 months he and his wife were tormented by Ravana for his lust, for his own desire fulfillment, for his selfishness. He had made us to struggle. One day one of our Ramayana class children asked me this. We were talking about this grihasashrama, the pativritya, grihasashrama, all those things in one of our darshan class only. And one of the child was asking, what if among the husband and wife, if one person is so soft and another person does not recognize the softness and keep poking them again and again and again, what will happen? This is not right, no, Ranji, she asked. I said, Kalena, after a long period of time, even a person who wants to intentionally hurt that person might change. They do change, as long as they are not rakshasas. There are some cases going on these days, if you are following Ritanya's case and all, if they are not that much fatally hurting or harassing, they are normal people but don't recognize your righteousness, even they do change. And luckily and good that child didn't ask me the second question. And that is our brought up here. What she didn't ask is, okay, if after 10 years that husband or wife changes, what for the 10 years of tormenting she had undergone? What will he give back? What should be taken back as revenge? She didn't ask it. Because that shows, after the 10 years, she had earned him. After this 10 years, he had earned her. That is what is important. The family should go very well. I have suffered for 10 years. Now he has to suffer. It's not like that. Life is not like that. There you are forgiving the other person. If you are including that other person, that inclusiveness is something you have got by the 10 years of the torment you have got. You have grown. You have expanded. That expansion itself is the fruit of your difficulties. For my difficulties, what is the, payback? Payback is not all the time what you can see with the eyes. Payback is even more deeper. See, you have become broader. You have become a forgiving person. You have become an inclusive person. And so you are not dependent. And I'm not dependent. Yes, I am not dependent now itself. I'm going to work. I'm earning money. I'm not dependent on that person. It's not like that. Everybody is dependent on others in some sense or others. Some sense or other way, everybody is dependent. We are not recognizing it. We are not ready to accept it. Either we say we don't accept, or we say, your karma, I have to depend on him. It's not like that. It's not always like what you see with the eyes. If a person is 10 years going through difficulties, the 11th year, if that person is forgiving the other person once he comes properly back, that forgiving is a nature which not everybody can get. That is the divinity in us. That divinity has grown in us. That inclusiveness, that divinity cannot be measured with the normal words. That is Atmavan. That is the character of spirituality. Shatamapi Atmavattaya. So a person has harmed Rama. 10 months he had harmed by taking his wife away. After this 10 months, if that person has confessed, if he had realized his mistake, if he had felt so bad for what he had done, and he had terribly undergone, remorse for that, after that if he had become better, and if Rama accepted him as his friend, that shows the broad, magnanimous heart of Rama. And such Rama will never get any stress, because his heart is great. He is not dependent on what other is going to give for him. He is the one who is a giver there. You will be the giver. As long as you take anything from anyone, if you are not getting it, you will be stressed. As long as you are in the giving way, you are in the giving place, giving position, you don't have to worry about it. That giving position is Rama's position. Shatamapi Atmavattaya. An Atmavan can give. He doesn't take. Why? Because he's already filled. He's already contented. He's already peaceful. That peacefulness will be recognized by himself through those experiences he is getting in this life. For all this plus and minus experiences, you cannot expect a result in a physical concrete form all the time. If you go look for a physical concrete return, and if you don't get, and you become like them, then you are probably overlooking the subtler inner level of result which you might be getting. And that inner level of result is Atmavatvam, Atma Shanti. And Rama is in that peace. And Rama is encashing that. Rama is enjoying it. Rama is in it. So Shatamapi Atmavattaya. Hence when Kaikeyi Amma asked him to go to the forest, he is not dependent on any other external things to pacify him. He is already in Shanti and he is giving his Rajyam to Bharata and going away. He is giving alms there. It's not being taken away from him. It is being given by him. There he become the great self-dependent person. So these are the inner layer of results by being a magnanimous person of forgiving. And Rama is a person of forgiving. So he keeps updating himself, as we already saw, Shila Vriddehi, Vayo Vriddehi, Jnana Vriddehi Sajjanehi. Being with such a company, they have gone through so much in their life. They would have gone a longer idea of things. They could be Dirgadarshis. After 40 to 50 is a very beautiful phase in life. In that period of time, we will be looking back at our own life which we have crossed in those 40 years and what is laying ahead of us. That 40 to 50 layer is something like, that is where the maturity's angle will be even realized by us. And every stage is like that. In every stage, one petal will be released. And if the younger people are with people of that age, 40 plus, 50 plus, even 30 plus, in every age they will be learning something and learning and living that learning in their life. And so, how can I make time for that? How did Rama make time for all those things? Astra Yogyantareshvapi. Between the breaks of his own studies, he used to make time for that satsangha. He used to take time, and luckily for us, satsangha is also part and parcel of our schedule. Whether you want or not, you have to be in yoga, you have to be in, dhyana, you have to be in puja, you have to be in seva, you have to have a proper healthy food. So everything is part and parcel. We have become an anushtana for us. So we are blessed people. And Rama lived such a life. From Rama, this is all designed. So seeing that Rama, who designs the society by his own nature, Dasharatha wants to crown him as the next king. When the king is there, the next heir to the throne can be called as deputy king. So he wants to do the Yuvarajya Pattabhishekam for Rama. So having thought about it so much, Dasharatha invites the lords, dukes, and other kings of the nearby cities and states, calling them all for a court. He is inviting everybody for the sabha, and he wants to discuss about the succession for the nation. When Dasharatha calls them all, he explains them. He is very witty. He explains everything in a very beautiful way. He says, "Oh people, I think I have long sat underneath this white umbrella. I've sat for a very, very long period of time. The white color started flowing from that umbrella and have come to my hair. It has flown into my hair. That means my hair has become grey. That means I have become old." No, he's not saying I have become old. He says, Jirnasyasya sharirasya vishrantim abhirochaye. This sharira, this body has become old. The body has become exhausted. In my manhyaman, I am very pleasant. I am active. I am young. I want to do more. But if my body is not cooperating, I will be probably making others also to go slowly, tremblingly. I don't want that to happen. So I want to give this kingdom to the next person, and I feel my son will be a good fit for this. So I wanted to put it before all of you. Put this thought before all of you, whether Rama can be made the next king. Vimardabhyadikodeya. Anya Madhyastha Chintahi. But if you all feel that there is a different person who could be a better fit than Rama, I am open for it too. Because ultimately I want the dharma to be established. I probably may not have understood something fully. I am open. That is a magnanimous, open, huge heart of the great King Dasharatha. And upon hearing these words that he wants to coronate Rama as the next king, there was a huzz and buzz sounds of those people around. They were all talking among their own groups. Everybody has come with the leader. So the leader is looking at his own members. They don't even need to talk. With their eyes itself, they can, exchange their acceptance. Yes. Like we want Rama. Slowly it started, the wave becoming big. We want Rama. Ichamogi Magabagum Raghuviram Magabalam Gajena Magatayantam Ramam Chatravrutananam. Within the group they said, Ichamaga. We want to see the Rama who is crowned and who is sitting on the heads of the great royal elephant and coming in the procession ruling over us. When they were all shouting like that, Dasharatha is excited too, but he is in the position of a leader who gates through the cabinet. He has to gate through the assembly, right? So he is slowly asking, Katam nu mayi dharmena prithivi manvasashati. The moment he tones down, everybody is listening. Hey, king is toning down. When I am ruling with dharma, virtuousness, when I am here sitting in the throne, you are all shouting for the next person to the throne. Then yes, make Rama as the king. Haven't I done a good job? Slowly she is asking. And then these were people were getting up one by one from every parishat, from every group. One person gets up and they holds their hands before Dasharatha, and they all started to talk about the Kalyana Rama's Kalyana Gunangal. They started telling about Rama's each and every values. Bhagavo Nripa Kalyana Guna Putrasya Santite Gunan Gunavato Deva Devakalpasya Dhimataha. Thank you for the opportunities to talk about the divine nature of our own divinity with his own dignity. We are all blessed now to talk about Rama's qualities. It's not that something you don't know, but you have given us all an opportunity to tell about Rama, saying that each one of them are explaining different beautiful nature of Rama. Rama Satpurusho Loke Satyadharma Parayanaha Sakshad Ramad Vinirvrutto Dharmascha Pishriya Saha Praja Sukatve Chandrasya Vasudayaha Kshama Gunehi. The forbearance of Rama, the Kshama Gunam, the forgiving quality of Rama is just equivalent to Prithvi Mata. I have experienced, is what one of the Parishad, one of the people are telling. I have experienced the Kshama Guna of Rama, how humble, how much forbearance Rama is having. And another person says, Virya Sakshat Chachi Patihi. But that doesn't mean that Rama is cowardly, Rama is always silent, Rama is slow or something. Virya Sakshat Chachi Patihi. I have been to wars with him. Now I have become old, but those days when Rama is slowly taking over these wars, I used to participate. I have seen a Sachipati in the war. I have seen Indra himself in Rama when he was waging war. Vasudaya Kshama Gunehi Buddhya Brihaspate Sulyo. Then another elderly person gets up and he says, Buddhya Brihaspate Tulyo. I have been in those councils when Rama used to give counsel. All the ministers will be, will be puzzled how to do this, what kind of strategy we can do, we can take, how we can fix up these things. They will be planning. But Rama will come inside. Nistandrihi apramatasya sukatantraha nachalasaha. Sukatantraha. Rama will come. A very easy, simple strategy he will say. Things will be over. That's all. This problem we have been talking for 3-4 hours. Rama came and he just gave a strategy. It was such a simple and beautiful strategy. How could he do it? And we all used to get wonderstruck with Buddhya Brihaspate Tulyo, with the Brihaspati Tulya Buddhya of Rama. And then another person gets up and he says, Gandharvecha Bhuvisreshtaha. By hearing about the strategy, by hearing about his archery, by hearing about his Virya Parakrama, we need not take, he is only a left brain oriented person. I will tell another angle of him. Gandharvecha Bhuvisreshtaha. What a connoisseur Rama is. What a kind of Rasika. Aishwarya se Rasagnya Sanna. He enjoys through the life. He lives the life. Anuraktaha Prajapischa Prajaschapya Nuranchate. He loves his subjects. He enjoys being with his people. And so, people will obviously love to be around him. They enjoy with him. That is the nature of Rama. Ramayate iti Ramaha, Ramate iti Ramaha. He is an connoisseur. He enjoys and he makes us all to enjoy. And he knows all the nuances of Gandharva Shastra. Gandharvecha Bhuvisreshtaka Babu Bharata Agrajagabi. He is such a Bharata Agraja. He is a brother of Bharata. Because Bharata is one such a connoisseur of things. I don't know, it comes to my mind. I'll just put forth here before all of you. Maybe the connoisseurs can enjoy the Bhakti Rasa even more greater, I think. The Bhakti Rasa is full of bhava, which positions their Lord in their heart and submits everything internally. And for that internal bhava, we should have some kind of imagination. We should have some kind of visualization. And a person of art can easily probably visualize it. That is why when Bharata comes, there is a lot of upsurge of emotions. And we could see the flow of a Bhakti Rasa, Guru Bhakti especially, all such things. Even Shabari's Guru Bhakti is very, very collected in tranquility kind of Guru Bhakti. But Bharata's Bhakti Rasa is like flowing like a river, gushing out like a river. And such a kind of Bhakti Rasa needs a beautiful visualization and imaginations, and people of art can probably do that. And Rama is one such person who has this kind of visualization, imagination, and also Buddhya Brihaspate Tulya. He can also be amidst the scholars and he can logically think, strategically work, and he can put forth his logical things into activities because Nistandrihi Apramattasya Nayanam, he knows how to take care of the army people, how to take them along with him. He knows all kind of activities, army kind of, defense kind of things also. He's a man of words, he's a man of rasana, he's a man of actions, he's a man of everything. And so all kind of nature, all different holistic angles of Rama, everybody is telling one by one, they all get up and tells in a detailed manner about all the nature of Rama, how he is. And when he explained all such things, it was a very good Ramayana satsangha, Rama Katha. So with all these qualities, which seems like mortal qualities, actually they are loke lokottarair gunehi. Those are the values of immortality. These values makes everything immortal, and he is one such person, and we are all blessed to have him as our next king. Varada tvamarhasi mudabhishek tum varada tvamarhasi varada. Oh, person of the boon giver. Oh, the boon giver. You are going to give us an extraordinary boon by making our Rama as our next king. And we all thank you. Bahut bada aabhari hai hum sab aapka. We are filled with gratitude. Sometimes Hindi is so good. When we include some words in Hindi, it is so good. So we are all filled with gratitude for you for giving us this blessing. So beautifully, that Ayodhya Sabha has become Rama Sabha. And everybody is enjoying, and Dasharatha is so happy and contented, fulfilled, because not we being Dharmic alone fulfills our life, our progeny, and our contribution to the society further and further will also make us, is also part of our holisticness. And so Dasharatha is so happy, he has holistically fulfilled his duty so far. So next step, he is going to call Vasishta and Vamadeva and going to proceed. That is Ramayana. It's not just talk and then start working. So that we can see from the third sarga of Ayodhya Kanda. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Tyagaraja.
पवन स्तुति पात्र पावन चरित्रा पवन स्तुति पात्र पावन चरित्रा रवि सोम पवनेत्र रमणीय गात्रा रवि सोम पवनेत्र रमणीय गात्रा सीता कल्याण वैभोग में रामा कल्याण वैभोग
भक्तजन परिपाल हरित शरजाला भक्तजन परिपाल हरित शरजाला भुक्ति मुक्ति दनील भूदेव पाला भुक्ति मुक्ति दलीला भूदेव पाला सीता कल्याण वैभोग में पामर सुरभीम परिपूर्ण कामा पामर सुरभीम परिपूर्ण कामा श्याम जगदाभिराम साकेत दामा श्याम जगदाभिराम साकेत दामा सीता कल्याण वैभव में सर्वलोकाधार समरैक धीरा सर्वलोकाधार समरैक धीरा गर्वमानस दूरा कनकागधीरा गर्वमानस दूरा कनकागधीरा सीता कल्याण वैभोग में निगमागम विहार निरूपम शरीर निगमागम विहार निरूपम शरीरा नगदायिहार नटलोकदारा नगदायिहार नटलोकदारा सीता कल्याण वैभोग में परमेश नूत गीत भव जलधि पोता परमेश नूत गीत भव जलधि पोता
धरणिकुल सञ्जाता त्यागराजनुता धरणिकुल सञ्जाता त्यागराजनुता सीता कल्याण वैभोगमे रामा कल्याण वैभोगमे மணப்பந்தலில் வசிஷ்ட கல்யாண
சத்ருஞ்சய யானையில் எழுந்தருளி ராமனை விரும்புகிறோ
சத்ரு ஜெயம் கொண்ட ராமனை விரும்புகிறோம் கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களை கல்லாத மானிடரும் மானிடரோ பேரின்பமருள்பவை ராமகுணங்கள் பேரின்பமருள்பவை ராமகுணங்கள் அப்பழுக்கற்றவை ராமகுணங்கள் அப்பழுக்கற்றவை ராமகுணங்கள் பிரேமையின் புகலிடம் ராமகுணங்கள் பிரேமையின் புகலிடம் ராமகுணங்கள் சாந்தியின் இருப்பிடம் ராமகுணங்கள் சாந்தியின் இருப்பிடம் ராமகுணங்கள் கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களை கல்லாத மானிடரும் மானிடரோ
शीलवृद्धैः वयोवृद्धैः ज्ञानवृद्धैश्च सज्जनैः कथयन्नास्तवै नित्यम् अस्त्रयोग्यान्तरेष्वपि शीलताल्सीरन्दोर् वयद्मुदिन्दोर् शीलताल्सीरन्दोर् வயது முடிந்தோர் ஞானத்தால் சான்றோர் சங்கம் நாடுவார் ஞானத்தால் சான்றோர் சங்கம் நாடுவார் சீலத்திலும் ஞானத்திலும் அனுபவத்திலும் ஷீலத்திலும் ஞானத்திலும் அனுபவத்திலும்
மறக்கவே மாட்டார் உபகாரம் ஒன்றென்றாலும் மறக்கவே மாட்டார் அப்பகாரம் சதமென்றாலும் உள்ளத்தில் கொள்ள மாட்டார் அப்பகாரம் சதமென்றாலும் உள்ளத்தில் கொள்ள மாட்டார் சத்தான அருள் மருந்தை தேன் கலந்தளிப்பதை போல்
சத்தான அருள் மருந்தை தேன் கலந்தளிப்பதை போல்
சத்தியத்தையே இனிதாய் மொழிவாரன்றோ சத்தியத்தையே
நீதான் மொழிவாரன்றோ கல்யாண ராமனின் ஞான குணங்களை அல்லாத மானிடரும் மானிடரோ
கருமேகவண்ணன் ஞானத்தின் நீதியாம் கருணையுண்டே கண் தருமத்தின் உருவம் கருமுகில் அழகன் பிரேமகின் வடிவாம் கருமத்தின் முடிவாம் ராமச்சந்திரன் பொருட்படுத்தாதவர் மக்களின் இன்பத்தில் இன்புறுத்தவர் மக்களின் துன்பத்தில் துன்புறுப்பவர் மக்களின் துன்பத்தில் துன்புறுப்பவர்
பொய்யையும் மெய்யையும் அழிந்தே மெய் காண்பார்
பொய்யையும் மெய்யையும் அறிந்து மெய் காண்பவர்
மெய்யுணரங்கனே ராமனின் இதயத்தில் உரைபவர்
மெய்யுணரங்கத்தின் இதயத்தில் உரைபவர்
மறையின் மறை பொருள் அறிந்த மெய்ஞானி
மறையில் மறை பொருள்
மறைந்த மெய்ஞானி மந்திராலோசனையில் சிறந்த ஞானி மந்திராலோசனையில் சிறந்த ஞானி கல்யாண ராமனின் கல்யாண குணங்களை கல்லாக மானிடரும்
दासाची संपत्ती राम सीतापती जीवाच्या संगती राम एक जीवाच्या संगती राम एक தாசர்களின் செல்வன் ராம சீதாபதி राम एक भ्राता सहोदर रामने நம்மன்னை ராமனே நம் தந்தை ராமனே நம் அண்ணல் சகோதரன் सर्वगा स्वजन राम ये स्वामी रामगा कैवारी लाभ या संसारी राम एक रामने नम स्वामी रामने उद्धारकन् लाभमुं संसारमुं रामन ஒன்றே மதாசி ராமன் ஒன்றே ஜெய ராம் जय जय राम श्री राम जय 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 राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय 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 जय राम श्री राम जय 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 राम जय जय राम श्री रामने समाधानम इदु रामदास्यम जय बोलो राजा
कांधे मूंद जने साज शंकर सुवर्ण केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की धरि सियहि धिकावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय संजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई कहत वरन तुम्हरो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित अहीशा यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाँ ते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाँ ते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा राम लक्ष्मण जान लील्यो था ही मधुर फल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेली मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जैसे सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते तुम रखवारे हो सारे सब सुख लहे तुम करना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासे रोग हरे सब पीड़ा जपत निरंतर कबीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ज्ञान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दाता अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दाता राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाई जहाँ जन्मी हरि भक्त कहावी और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करही संकट कटे मिटे सब जो सुमिले हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा कर गुरुदेव की नाही जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई झूठा ही महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि सा की गौरीशा तुलसीदास चेरा कीजे नाथ हृदय महाडेरा कीजे नाथ हृदय महाडेरा राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की राम लक्ष्मण जानकी जय बोलो हनुमान की जय बोलो हनुमान की जय बोलो हनुमान की
उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती
आला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती
उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती
आला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती
आला बाबा मारुती आला रे 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 बाबा मारुती
उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती
आला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती
उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला 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 जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला 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 जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला 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 जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती उडाला आला बाबा मारुती आला रे बाबा मारुती उडाला जाऊली लंका आला बाबा मारुती जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय हनुमान जय बोलो वीर धीर पराक्रम आंजनेय स्वामी की मणिमय रमणीय राजभवने मल्लिका शोकाति कुसुमवने सीता कल्याण वैभवम् दशविध सुगंधि द्रव्यधूपे
दशकज्वलित कर्पूरदीपे सीता कल्याण वैभवम् शोभन द्रव्य संपूर्णे बाहुक प्रेमिक जन संकीर्णे सीता कल्याण वैभवम् स्वागतं स्वागतं जानकी रामा स्वागतं स्वागतं सम्पूर्ण कामा उपवेश नवरत्न मणिमय मन्दिरे सहसीतया देव नवपुष्पकुञ्जे लिम्बामि पदयोरलक्तकं ललितम् अम्बोदसमनील नवराग मिलितं मलयदसन्दानं कक्षति विपुले कलयामि विमले कस्तूरी तिलकं देवि लिखामि ललाटे कमलाक्षरकुटीरा परिशोभित किरीटे माधवी मल्लिका मधुवक्र माला धृत्वा गुरुलीला केलादि संयोक्तं कुटमीशं क्षीरं नीलालकरघुनायक शिवसुन्दर मधुरं कर्पूर परिमलं ताम्बूलं मिहते सददामि स्वीकुरु सरसं दाशरथे अधिरूह्य सीतायानवरत्नडोलाम् अनुज्ञाप्य प्रेमीकं गुरुप्रेमलीला स्वागतं स्वागतं जानकी रामा चञ्चल वीरो बृन्दे मन्दारिक कुसुम सुख विहरति रघुवीरः सीतया विहरति रघुवीरः सरस संगीत विहरति रघुवीरः सीतया विहरति रघुवीरः पुष्पविनिर्मित कन्दुकेन प्रेमिका वचनेन विहरति रघुवीरः सीतया विहरति रघुवीरः। जय जय रघुवीर श्रीराजपुत्रा जय जय सौमित्री प्रेमैकपात्रा जय जय सुग्रीव दासेन्द्रमित्रा जय जय पातोत सच्चाय गात्रा जय जय संफुल्ल रक्ताब्जनेत्रा जय जय ब्रह्मादि सुरकृतस्तोत्रा जय जय वाल्मीकि कृतसच्चरित्रा जय जय पवमान तनयाब्जमित्रा जय जय साकेत राजराजेन्द्र जय जय सर्वेश सद्गुणसान्द्रा जय जय प्रेमिका तारकमुद्रा जय जय मां पाहि श्रीरामचन्द्रा जय जय श्रीमती जनकेश नंदिनी रतिकोटि सुंदरी नवकिशोरी सुनयना कुमारी सुरमनोहरी रघुनंदनानंद वर्धन करी नवमल्लिका पुष्प मंडित सुवेणी नवरत्न भूषणे मधुरवाणी कल्याण वेश कमनीय रूपिणी कोसलराज कुमार कामिनी साकेत साम्राज्य सकल स्वामिनी गीत रसिक स्वभाविनी सरयू नदी तीर उद्यान विहारिणी शरणं भव देवी प्रेमिक जननी रतादि सखी जनकराज मंद स्पंदिता लोले चिरसंगम वामांकशोभित मैथिलराज नलिनी वदनम् आलोकयन्तम् आलोकय सखी बकलादि सखी जनकादित वीणामृदङ्गादि संगीत रसिकम् रहित शारद चन्द्र चन्द्रिका शोभित सुन्दर कुसुमहारम् निटिलशोभित मृदमदतिलका वदन मृदुहास प्रेमिकमनोहरम् आलोकय सखी राजकुमारम् जय साकेताधीश जय चारुकेश जय दिव्यमणिभूष जय राघवेश जय राजेन्द्र कुमार जगदे कवीरा जय सीता मनोहर नवपुष्पहारा लाली जय श्यामलाकार जय पीताम्बरा जय शत्रुसंहार जय मनोहरा लाली जय दिव्यलावण्य जय जगत्पुण्य जय प्रेमिकानन्य जय लोकमान्य लाली जानकी मनोहराय जय मङ्गलम् जलजनील सुन्दराय शुभ मङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मङ्गलम् कुण्डरीकलोचनाय कुण्डलादिभूषणाय चण्डभानुवंशजाय जय मङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मङ्गलम् पाववृन्दमोचनाय शापवर्यभञ्जनाय भूपचक्ररञ्जनाय जय मङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मङ्गलम् कामकोपवर्जिताय सोमशेखराजिताय प्रेमिकेन्द्रपूजिताय जय मङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मङ्गलम् जलजनील सुन्दराय शुभ मङ्गलम् जानकी मनोहराय जय मङ्गलम् सकेत नगरे श्रीमती मंदिरे सकल सौभाग्य समृद्धान्तःपुरे सखी जननी करे सद्गुण निर्भरे सरस शृंगार संगीत मुखरे सेश्व सुखम प्रभो मंदहास वदना मणिमाया भूषण महनीय मनोरम कल्याण गुण मैथिली मोहन मंजूळ भाषण मल्लिका मंदार मालिका भरण सेश्व सुखम प्रभो श्रीराकेन्द्र विविध भूषणया रम रम्य सद्गुणया राजेन्द्र तनया रमस्वर घूवीरा प्रेम परिपूर्णया शेष्व सुखं प्रभो श्रीरामा सीतया साकं समवाप्तकामा शेष्व सुखं प्रभो नानाविधमणिरञ्जितमञ्जे परिमल कल्पिततल्पे शेष्वसुखं मैथिलभूपतितनया मनोज्ञवेशया प्रियया शेष्वसुखम् कारुण्यगर्भितप्रेम विलासा कौसल्या हृदय कामलनिवासा शेष्वसुखम् श्रीरघुवीरा शेष्वसुखम् मन पुगळ मने செந்துவிதாய் சென்புஞ்சே கண்ணிலமான்மதில் குடை சோல் கண்ணமுடத்தின் கருமணியே என்னுடைய இன்னமுதே ராகவனே தாயேம்பு என்னுடைய இன்னமுதே लोका समस्ता सुखिनोर्भवन्तु यतः अभ्युदय विश्वेषु सिद्धिः सधर्मः वेदाः प्रमाणं धर्मस्य धर्मो रक्षति रक्षितः रामो विग्रहवान् धर्मः रामोपासनेन धर्मवृद्धिः रामागमास्मि வாழ்க்கையே ராமனாகும் ராமனே வாழ்வமாகும் ராமனே வாழ்வு தனில் வாழ்க்கையே ராமன் தனில் ராமனின் ராஜ்யம்தான்